Hello and welcome to the RPG Academy podcast Twitch channel and YouTube channel. My name is Michael, and I'm here for a special Sunday edition of the RPG Academy's Michael Plays the Classics. I think I said that wrong, but that's okay. Basically, I've tried to stream twice this week, both Thursday and Friday, and my internet just was not cooperating. I've said it many, many times before. If you've listened to even five of my streams or podcasts, you probably heard me say my internet stinks. It does. It's really, really bad, and it's really frustrating. But I kind of have the house to myself today for a few hours, and there's no one else on any devices anywhere in the house. So I thought if there's a chance that it will work today. So I thought I would just pop in and play for a little bit. I don't know, with it being Sunday and kind of off hours, if anybody who normally joins me will join today. So this might be solo, but that's fine. I much prefer it when people are hanging out with me, but I understand that sometimes it's just not going to be how it works out. So last time we played, I had just managed to get my third companion. So the Princess Moonbrook, Elisa, just sort of happenstance. I sort of had like an offhand memory of where of so I remembered that she was cursed into the form of a dog. I remembered that from when I played this as a kid. And I kind of had a memory that there was something hidden in a swamp. And then throughout the course of the game, I actually found where someone said, "Oh, you need the Mirror of Ra." And I was just wandering around, just trying to explore the world a little bit. And I just happened to see this little four square swamp. And I thought, what the hell? I'll just search there because it's not like this was a huge swamp or anything. And sure enough, that's where I found the Mirror of Ra. So I'm sure somewhere in the game, someone is supposed to tell me to go search there. At least that's what I assume is happening. Whoops. I don't think I want that on. Uh, so anyway, sorry, I'm getting myself confused. So anyways, I got Alyssa. I don't know if I'm supposed to have her yet or not, but that was my goal. Is I wanted for me to have all my companions before I started doing a whole lot of grinding because I wanted to try to keep the characters kind of more or less together when it comes to their levels. So at this point, I'm basically just back to wanting to grind levels, grind gold, but I also there's definitely some places near where I started that I haven't really explored that much. So the plan was to go back essentially to where the starting castle and do some exploring there. So that's what I'm going to try to do today is get back to that side. Now, one of the downsides to that plan is that the monsters I'll be fighting are not as rewarding when it comes to the experience and the gold, which is going to slow down my level grinding and my gold grinding. But I still want to explore it, and especially once I get further afield, and then I might, you know, get into some better monsters. I guess I'm saying that weird, but I think you know what I mean. All right, so once I go through this cave here, which is pretty short, basically just need to go straight up from what I remember. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Then I want to head kind of eastwardly. And the starting castle should be right around here somewhere. All right, so I think this is left one. So if I keep heading east, I should, there it is. All right, so this is the castle where we originally started. So when I go here, I'm going to talk to the king just to reset this as my starting place. So if I do die, or if I use a wing of the wyvern, it should bring me back here. So I need 2,000, 1,000, and then 100 experience to get my guys leveled, my crew. And then I will visit the inn just to rest up and make sure that we are ready to go out into the world and do some adventuring. Okay. Now I remember from my earlier travels when I first started that there's a way to go down here, but I really haven't explored this area much at all. So I have literally no idea what's like around here. So could be nothing, could be something, but that's the point of exploring, is find out. All right, so we're going to start. So I see there's a bridge up there, but I'm going to wait and come back to that. I don't have any particular reason for that. I don't know. I want to go south first. So I'm just trying to establish where the borders are. Ready. So welcome, Sumkey. Yes, so today's a sort of a bonus Sunday stream because I missed Thursday and Friday. I tried to stream both days, but my internet was not cooperating at all. I have the house to myself for a little while. Nobody else is on any devices. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, whew. You scared me for a minute there. I'm like, oh no, I've been doing this for like 10 minutes now, and no one can hear me. That would probably be a bonus for a lot of people. So yeah, tried to stream Thursday and Friday. Internet was not cooperating whatsoever. I have the house to myself at least for a few hours this morning. No one's on any devices. No one's watching Netflix or playing Roblox or anything. So I thought I would try it, and so far it seems to be working great. Back to a 3-second delay. I've had 0 dropped frames so far. So yeah, I just thought I'd take the chance and see if it would work. I knew that the chances of someone that joined would be low, uh, but I kind of wanted to just do it anyways. And this will go up on YouTube after the fact. So if anybody is like a completionist and wants to see everything, then they'll have that opportunity. But I appreciate you jumping in for a little bit. I don't know how long I will play today, but probably half an hour to an hour. Kind of like a regular day. Just trying to make up for some lost time. Okay, so we can go into this. Again, I don't know what this is. Shrine, maybe? See what's here. So I made it my way back to the starting area, and now I'm kind of exploring around there. Oops. Well, I don't have the key, so I'm not going to be able to go in here yet. All right, so I've already got the silver key. I do not have the gold key. So at least I think I've actually been here before, but there's still some areas around here I haven't explored. Yay, treasure chest. Okay, so I need to go to the west and then go southward. So Alicia, or Alyssa, I call her Ollie because that's what it looks like on my screen, is my newest companion. She's the mostly magic focused one, so her attacks are pretty weak, but I don't want to use her magic points if I don't have to. So I'll take a couple extra hits, at least for now. She should be getting really close to leveling up. She only needed 100 when I started back from the castle there. And I'm not getting a whole lot each fight because it's the negative side effect of coming back to this area to explore is the creatures here just aren't worth as much gold and experience, but still, she only needs 100, or it needed 100. I could have looked to see exactly to do a countdown, but I didn't because I'm lazy. So got 8 experience there. In fact, yep, I think she just leveled. Speed by 5, HP 1, maximum. All right. So it wasn't a very robust level other than her speed, which helps with her defense more than anything else. Now she will likely level again, maybe even twice before either of the other two level again. We shall see. Okay, so I've been all the way over here, and I'm stuck until I get the gold key. But there's a bridge to the north that I have not yet crossed, so that's where I'll head next. So I think early on, like maybe even the first or second episode, I I went this way a little bit, but then I turned back because I didn't want to get too far. So I have been over here some, but I haven't fully explored this area at all. Okay, so I think this is about as far as I've been. So from here on out, we are exploring together. Wasn't bad. 17 experience for that one. Yeah, I do too. It's one of those things that it is what it is because it's a game from the mid 1980s, and in a lot of ways it's like cutesy. These are supposed to be the bad guys, but then they'll do like four versions and then just slightly change the colors, which is both funny and sad at the same time. All right, so I need antidote on Ollie. There we go. Okay, so from here, we'll start by going eastward. Excuse me. Oh, all right. So I can't go any further there. So we'll use one of our spells here just for fun. So she has the Inferno spell, which is like fire, but it hits everything of the same type or in the same group, which is pretty awesome. So sort of old school classic D&D spellcaster glass cannon situation. She has very little hit points, weak armor, weak attacks, but has some spells that are just outsized damage, which is awesome. Um, but she's also only fifth level, so hopefully, as she gets higher level, maybe she'll get a little bit more robust at the same time. So it looks like someone else has joined us. If you're just popping in, welcome. I'm replaying Dragon Warrior 2, a game I don't claim to be good at or have any insight into. It's just something I wanted to replay because I played it as a kid. If you feel comfortable jumping into chat, please do. I love it when people join us in chat, but you don't have to, obviously. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. All right, can't go any further that way. All right, I think this is just bringing me back around to where that Spring of Bravery was. I think I've kind of went, yeah, this should be the Spring of Bravery here, which I've already been to. All right, so we've basically explored all the way around to the south and southeast of the starting castle. And we are stuck until we get the gold key. There's a shrine down there, but I can't go into it yet. And so now we're just going to start exploring this way. So I believe this is Cannock Castle. So I'm just stopping in here to again reset where I'll need to go to level up, or not level up, reset where I'll come back to if I die or anything like that. All right, so I need 1838 for my main character to level up, 730 for Glenn, and oh, nope. So I was completely wrong about her leveling up twice before then. Alrighty, so 1838. So that's what, 60, like 7,000? Definitely got a ways to go there. All he needs 730, so he needs to get to 6,000. And she needs to get to 2,400. Okay. Well, a little easier for me to keep up with that way. Let me check and see if this place has a Wing of the Wyvern. Yep. All right, so just in case. All right, so now I'm just basically like doing a puzzle. I'm going to go around my edges, look for the borders. don't know that she needs it yet, but I'm going to go ahead and heal Ollie. Because if I do find myself in a tough battle, it would stink if she died before I could cast a spell. Right, so I'm pretty sure that's the cave I got the silver key from. So I'm 99% sure I've already explored that cave. So for now, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to keep going along the edges looking for more bridges, more places to check. Gotta love that Inferno spell, let me tell you. All right, so nothing there. Did that backwards. I really should have had Kale attack the rat, but I was trying to get that attack in before the Cobra attacked so I wouldn't have a chance of getting poisoned. But it worked out okay. I wasn't sure if Glenn could take the rat out or not. Well, 31 experience. That ain't bad at all. So it's 4 magic points for her to cast that spell, which is not much at all. I'm very, very happy with that. Okay. So again, we're just going to go along the edges. Now there is the potential, and if not even likelihood, that I might miss, like a cave or a shrine or something by just worrying about the outside edges. But eventually, I'll fill those in. But for now, I'm just looking to kind of, again, just like working a puzzle for me. I'm just trying to get all the edges first, and then I'll worry about the middle. So we played an RPG last night. Targris from Twitter and on our Discord ran Swords of the Serpentine, which is a fantasy hack of Gumshoe. It's a lot more fighty than most Gumshoe games. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Still not a huge fan of games that roll one or two d6. That's just I don't know. I'm not a fan of those. Um, but the system works well. It definitely allowed us to do a lot of silly role playing, which is really all I care about, I guess. I shouldn't say all I care about because I do care about rolling dice, apparently. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm sure mathematically that those games work very well, but I just don't find them fun in rolling the dice. Like obviously I had fun last night. I had fun rolling my character or role playing my character. But when it comes time to roll dice, there's just something about rolling a d20 that even though I know how swingy it is and how it's not, it doesn't work mathematically very well because it is so swingy, but it's just more fun. It's just more fun for me to roll a d20 even though I might get a 3 as likely as I am a 17. Oh, somebody's poisoned. Than there is rolling 3d6. Uh, so I don't know. It's I don't. Maybe it's just a Michael thing, but I don't know. It just doesn't work as well for me. So uh, I know I've mentioned this before, but I've ran Monster of the Week a couple times, which I like. But the last time I ran it, I redid the math. So rather than rolling 2d6, we rolled 2d12, and I thought it was much better because I don't like rolling d6s. So yeah, just change the math. You can tweak it just a little bit because it's not exactly double like you think it would be, um, but it's really close to that. It's a lot of fun. So 2d12s. Whoever created Power by the Apocalypse messed up because they should have done 2d12. Okay, so I don't seem to be getting very far, and this looks familiar. So I think maybe we have explored all there is to explore in this area, which actually would be good. That's kind of what I was hoping for. Exactly, PB Academy, D12s are best. What is best in life? Rolling 2d12, which is somewhat funny because see, always about to die because I haven't been paying attention. Uh, I have two games that I'm tinkering with right now, and one of them rolls almost exclusively d12s because I think d12s really are the best die. And the other one that I'm working on rolls d6s, but it rolls d6s in a way that I actually think is a little bit more fun because rather than just getting numbers, you're trying to get patterns. Like poker hands. So you want like two of a kind, three of a kind, full house, straight. And I just, for one, you're rolling more d6s. You're generally rolling 3 to 5. If you're doing something that you're supposed to be doing, so the thing that you're good at, you should be rolling 4 or 5 pretty much every time. Uh, but I don't know. I just think it's more fun. I think to be trying to get those patterns, trying to get a full house, than it is to just like add them up or like you're trying to get at least 1 6. So I don't know. Uh, entirely possible that I'm wrong and that my opinion is bad, but it is my opinion. Yep. Okay. So we've made the loop, and I do believe that we are ready to go back to where we were and start exploring down there. Wow. Okay. Don't remember what exactly funds wise I was saving up for, but I'm gonna guess it was 1,000 or more. So I'm not terribly far from it, but not close either. But once I get to this side of the water, I should be getting into tougher fights pretty regularly. Which means I should get more experience in gold, but also losing health faster, more likely to get poisoned. Speaking of which, just got poisoned. So you can't cast antidote in combat. Good to know. So I say this a lot, and sometimes I say it somewhat in jest, but it is true. I actually think the D12 is the best polyhedral when it comes to role playing games. I do love the D20, don't get me wrong, but I think the D12, it's less swingy because you have less numbers, but it's got a good heft to it. It rolls well because it is, almost a sphere, not as much of a sphere as a D20, not or a D30, but like D6s and D8s just kind of clunk. D4s just kind of clunk. D10s, I don't know. So again, it's an opinion based solely in just my thoughts, but I think rolling a D12 is a lot of fun. So I like games that use them, and very few do. There are some exceptions, but literally the first game that I've been working on, which I call Action 12 Cinema, started as a joke just to roll the D12 more. So it rolls basically everything you roll is D12s, and they explode, and you can add in more D12. So it kind of was a joke that took on a life of its own and actually turned into a kind of a fun game. And then the new game that I'm working on, it rolls d6s, as I said, but you're trying to get poker hands. But you always roll a d12 too. So it's kind of like Savage Worlds, where no matter what you roll, you always get to roll a d6. Except no matter what you roll in this game, you always get to roll a d12 also. Whoo. So we're going to cast Stop Spell and Infernos. And I really like how it's working so far. So I'm pleasantly surprised and just pleased, I guess. It's still very unfinished and raw, but I think the basis of it is actually worth exploring. So I'm happy to continue messing around with it. I'm going to be running a session for Catacon. I'm running Action 12 Cinema, and I'm running this game, which I'm calling Plus D12, because whatever you roll, you always also roll a D12. And I'm running D&D 5e, I'm running Marvel Face Rip, and I'm doing a panel. So that's my Catacon schedule. Oh, I'm also running Marvel Legendary. So that's my Catacon schedule. So it looks like I can go right over here, but I gotta go around these mountains. So fight the Cobra, stop spell the magicians, and Infernos the magicians. Yeah, I'm definitely running more for this than I normally would at Real Catacon, because normally at Real Catacon I'm at the desk all but 24/7. I pretty much never play anything, and I just run one event a day at a Catacon, and the rest of the time I'm covering the desk. So since we don't really have a desk, I thought I could take the opportunity to run some more games, and I'm looking forward to it. I always get a little nervous before every game, but once I start running, usually my nervousness goes away. All right, so it looks like Glenn's only like 2 experience away, and Ollie's now less than 300 away from going up a level again. So once again, I'm going to reset here. That way, if I do die, then I'll come back here and I won't have to go through all this to get here. So Kale still needs a little over 1,000. Yep, Glenn needs 2, and yep, so she needs less than 300. So I can do simple math. Let's hit up the inn, and then we'll start exploring this land as well. Now I have 900 gold, which is more than I realized. So I don't want to die here and lose half of it. So there's a bridge there, but there's also a bridge up here. Oh, of course. So that should get Glenn up, of course. Let's see what he gets. Power 1, reaction 4, hit points 3, magic points 2. It's all right. There's a gnat flying around in here now, just in front of my face. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and heal Ollie. Okay. Now, before, right when I got the Mirror of Ra and was able. Oh, all right. Thanks, Monkey. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully, I'll see you later this week as I'm doing this again. Have a good rest of your Sunday. But for the audience in general who might be listening in the future, I came over this way once before. That's where I got the Mirror of Ra and was able to free Ollie from her curse. Is I saw a tower. Don't know how to get to it yet, but I saw that it was over this way, and someone in the game had told me that in the tower there's a cloak of the wind. So um, I'm guessing that's the tower I need to go to get the cloak of the wind. So that might be a good thing to try to find and at least know how to get there. Won't probably have time to actually explore it today, but if I can get back to it reasonably, maybe that'll be a good thing for tomorrow, assuming my internet cooperates. Infernos. Ooh, I got Infernos back. Nice. Tremendous blow. Boom. Gone. Oh, did that get Alyssa promoted? Power about 1, reaction speed 7, maximum hit point 1, and learned a new spell. Those are always my favorite. What spell do we have now? Heal more. So it must be an offensive spell. Surround. So that's been used on me before. I think it's like a containment spell that keeps you from being able to run away. Okay, so yeah, right there is the swamp. The little 4 square swamp is where I found the Mirror of Ra. And so the tower should be close by somewhere. Okay, so let's fight the zombie, fight the Babel, and we'll do Infernos on the magic hands. Don't have a ton of time left, so probably gonna head back pretty soon with the Wyvern, so I'm not too worried about using my spells. Alright, fight, stop spell, Infernos. Oh, looks like Glenn has the spell of return. I don't think I need the Wing of the Wyvern anymore. Of course, that means that I don't need to use magic if I have one. All right, so here's the tower. Uh, Definitely think I'm going to have to map this out. I'm just kind of looking around here. I think, okay. So I don't want to get too far in there because I don't think you can use Megapede. All right. So I'll just do some, I guess, grinding here. Oh, here's a treasure chest. Let's get that. But we'll stay on the first level. Let me see something here. So equip Kale. So I'm going to unequip the sword. And then item Kale, broadsword, trade to Glenn. Item Glenn, medical herb, trade to Ollie. Item Kale, broadsword, trade to Glenn. And equip Glenn, broadsword. Okay. Well, hello, Foxblade. Playing a little weekend version of Dragon Warrior because wasn't able to play it this week a couple days because my internet's so bad, which frustrates me, as you probably know. I'm sure I've told that before. Whoops. Equip. KO. Broadsword. I'm trying to figure out if I need to buy a broadsword for Glenn. I do not because he can't use it. So I'm actually probably really close to being done today. I certainly appreciate you jumping on. But I was just going to grind just a little bit here in this tower and then head back and save it for the day. I kind of went back to the area where we started, the very first castle, the first land, and double checked and explored all that. And it looks like I've cleared that area. So then I went back to where we were, where I had gotten Princess Moonbrook, and I found that tower. So I'm pretty sure this is the tower where I found the Cloak of the Wind. But I don't want to start exploring it yet. I just want to make sure I knew where it was, how to get here, and thought I'd do some grinding right here before I give it up. So you've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 a little bit more. So any more thoughts and opinions now you've had a few days with it? So I've never played Divinity Original Sin, so I don't know how to compare that. But you said it's a good thing or not a bad thing, so I know how that works. So I'm just trying to do some math. It looks like I'm about 300 experience away from getting Kale leveled up. Everything's running away. Very cool. I'm glad you're having a good time with it. It's definitely something I eventually will pick up, but it'll probably be literally like a year or two before I get around to it. I just, again, I don't have a lot of time to play video games. Like I do this because of the stream, and I'm sure tons of people will be streaming that game, but I don't know, that doesn't appeal to me as much. Um, so it's just whenever I have time, I'll get around to it. Which right now, with obviously with the Catacon coming up, every moment I'm not doing something else, I'm probably doing something with it. Need a good backstretch. I've been doing a yoga challenge with one of my childhood buddies, Brandon, who, again, if you listen to the podcast, I've credited many times with me started to play D&D, though he doesn't play anymore. But he and his wife, they're really like into hippie stuff. Lovingly, I call them my hippie friends. But they wanted us to start a 30-day yoga challenge. So we're doing that with them. I missed yesterday, so I'm going to be doing double yoga today, and I'm enjoying it. Like, I kind of thought I would. I wasn't like, I don't want to do that. I just never had. But with my weight loss, I wanted to start doing other things besides just walking, and yoga was one of the ones for flexibility and strength training. So um, I'm enjoying it. I plan on sticking with it after it's all said and done. This 30-day yoga challenge we're in, but I probably will change. I won't do the same routines that we're doing here. It's like every day is a different thing because some of those I haven't found to be that challenging. Which is, again, that sounds weird. Uh, like usually I'm dying after it. Don't get me wrong, but some of them are not they're not doing the things I want them to do. I guess if that makes sense so much. Definitely, if you're watching yoga instructor, I can understand. We're doing yoga with Adriene, which very popular on YouTube. So I'm sure you've heard of it, or your wife probably has. Let's do Fireball, Zombie, Inferno, Zombie. Uh, so I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Like she's kind of weird. Like I don't know. I think she's high a lot of the time that she's teaching yoga. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just funny some of the things she says and does. Just like, I think you're high. But again, I'm enjoying it. Uh, but I've definitely already noticed a difference in my flexibility in certain ways. So it seems to be working. Just want to keep with it and maybe get to a little bit more advanced because some of the moves I can't do at all. Clearly, but other ones, like a lot of the stances, like the warrior poses and such, are very reminiscent of some of the stuff I did when I was in martial arts as a younger person. So I have like I feel those are very comfortable for me, and I can kind of get into them pretty easily and stay in them. Like so, my wife can do things that I can't do, but when it comes to those poses, I can stand in them, and I don't even feel like much of a burn. Uh, and those are what gets her. So it's just kind of interesting to see what I can do easily and what she can do easily, and they're not the same things. I've not heard of the crow, so I don't know what that is. So I don't. Nothing has been called the crow. So we might have because this is a very much a beginner's yoga thing. So some of the stuff she uses different names for. So all right. So Kale leveled up, power by 5, speed 4, only 1 hit point, which isn't great. All right. So I think I'll call it there. I'm gonna head back. There we go. Let's hit the N. All right. Thank you, sir. You have a good one as well. I'm sure I'll see you in the Discord soon, and we'll chat again. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be back streaming on Mondays. We'll have to see if my internet will cooperate or not. I want to see where I'm at gold wise, because I might want to get some armor while I'm here. All right. Full plate's 1,000. Steel shield's 2,000. I got the broadsword. I say I don't know if Glenn can use the iron spear. That would kind of stink. All right, so let's get the full plate. No. All right, so equip, Kale, broadsword, full plate, leather shield. Item. So he already has chainmail. I'm sure she can't, so I'll just sell it. Chainmail. All right, so I'm 1,000 away from having enough for the steel shield. I have a lottery ticket. Let's go ahead and do that. Nope. Hey, I got a lottery ticket. Okay, let's try it again. Nope. Alrighty. So it looks like a couple people have joined right here at the end. Thank you very much for jumping in. Unfortunately, I'm at the end of today's stream. Normally, I do this Monday through Friday, but internet problems wouldn't let me stream a couple days this week, so I decided to jump on Sunday for like a bonus edition, I guess. I'm replaying a bunch of games I played as a kid. I don't claim to be good at them. I don't claim to offer any sort of insight into them. It's just me reliving my childhood nostalgia. I'm just started Dragon Warrior 2. I think this is session 7. Play roughly 45 minutes to an hour each time. You can catch the old episodes on YouTube if you want to, check and see how they are going. But unfortunately, I'm getting ready to end this one. So thanks anyways, and hopefully maybe I'll see you later this week on a Monday through Friday stream. So thanks and see everybody then, hopefully. Bye.